Hello friends, this is Manthan and you are watching 360 Education. Today we will be doing the new chapter, that is coordinate geometry for class 8 ICSE board. Let's start with today's topic. So today's topic is coordinate geometry. So first let us understand what is coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry is nothing but the use of the coordinates, that is x-axis and y-axis, on a graph paper. You all have seen graph paper in school, so now we will understand the use of graph paper. On graph paper, as you can see in this picture, first we will have to draw a coordinate system, that is the x-axis and the y-axis. So let's understand what are the coordinates. Okay, like if I say the number 3, 1. Okay, if I am saying the number 3, 1, so what is 3 and what is 1? So first, the first number will be x-axis, that is 3. So here is the 3, and then it will be y-axis. So here is the 1. So the point which we are talking about is 3, 1 will be here. This is 3, 1. Like this we will have to find every coordinate. So these are ordered paired. Also the most important thing which many people do, it's a very silly mistake, that many people think that if there is a comma b, it will be equal to b comma a, but it's wrong, because we are changing the position. We are putting the y-axis on x-axis. We cannot change their position. So now let us understand what is x-axis and what is y-axis. So the x-axis is the positive numbers axis which is vertical, and the axis which is horizontal is known as the y-axis. So now let us understand what a coordinate of a point. So as I earlier said you, that the coordinate of the point are the points which we know, like a comma b is a coordinate in which a equals to x and b equals to y. Okay, so if we have a coordinate 3, 2, so that will be 3 from the x-axis and then 2 from the y-axis, and it will be 3, 2. And same goes for other pairs. Like if we have minus 3, 2, then it will be over here. First we have to go minus 3 on the number line, then we have to go upwards on the number line, and here we get the point minus 3, 2. Okay, so here is the point minus 3, 2, and this is how we made the pairs. This is knowing the coordinates. These all are known as the coordinates, and these are one of the most important things we need to know and we need to understand properly. So now let us understand the divisions of the coordinate geometry, or we can say the linear graph. This diagram, okay, which we draw on the graph paper, is known as a linear graph. So first let us understand the quadrants or the halves. So this quadrant, okay, the point between x-axis and y-axis is known as the first quadrant, and in this x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0, and it is always a plus and a plus. Now let's move to the second quadrant. Second quadrant is this quadrant, okay, this is the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant the y-axis is plus and the x-axis is minus, because as you can see on the number line it is going backwards. So the number which are behind the 0 are the negative numbers. In this the x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0. Now let's move to the third quadrant. This is the third quadrant. In the third quadrant the x is less than 0, also the y is less than 0, that is it is negative. So the third quadrant is a negative quadrant. And now the last quadrant, that is the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, the x-axis is plus, that is positive, and the y-axis is minus, that is negative. So the x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. So it is plus comma minus. These are the signs. And these are the y comma x comma y axis. This is known as y, this is known as y1, this is known as x, and this is known as x1. So now let us understand what is abscissa and ordinate. So like if we have a point that is 3, 2, okay, we have a point 3, 2, or we can say a, b. So we take a as 2 and b as a as 3 and b as 2. So now this will be a, as we all know that 3 will be on x-axis, and b, okay, b will be on y-axis. So this a will be known as abscissa and this b will be known as ordinate, as the distance from the 0 point to the point which we have to make on the x-axis is known as the abscissa, and the distance from 0 to the point which we have to make on y-axis is known as the ordinate or the y-coordinate, and the x-coordinate is known as abscissa. So now let us understand the plotting of points. How do we have to plot the points? If we have point A which is equal to 3, 2, we have point B which is equal to 3, minus 2. We have point C which is equal to 0, 2. So what will be the point D? So here we have different points. So now let us start the plotting of the points. The question is, they have given us the 3 points. We have to find the fourth coordinate, and the figure will be a rectangle. Okay. So first 3, 2, 3, minus 2, A, B, C will be minus 3, 2, minus 3, 2 will be the C. Okay. So here is the figure. Let's make the figure. Here I am having a 30 centimeter scale. So now we have made a 3-point diagram. So now we will have to find the fourth point. So to find the fourth point, we will do the same thing as done before. First, if it is 2 up, then it should be 2 minus also, as it says it's a rectangle and the side of the rectangle are parallel to each other. Okay, so it should be at the same same ordinate and at the same abscissa, which is minus 3, because the sides of a rectangle are parallel to each other. And with this we have found the unknown side, which is D, and thus it is D, and the ordinate and the abscissa are minus 3, minus 2, which is in the third quadrant. With this we complete our today's video. Thank you.